Good morning to all. This is Lookmar from SNS College of Technology and Diploma of Computer Engineering. So now I'm going to tell about what are the WSDL and web service description languages in web designing concept. So first of all, introduction to WSDL. WSDL or web services description languages is an XML-based specification for describing web services and how to access them. So it enables a platform independent communication between diverse systems over the internet by providing a machine readable contract that defines what services do and where they reside and how to invoke them. So WSDL plays a fundamental role in service-oriented architecture and web application integration. So especially when connecting PHP and MySQL backends to external systems. So what are the main purpose of WSDL and importance? The core purpose of WSDL is to offer a clear and standard description of web services and its capabilities and its message exchanges, and it is what are the protocols going to use it for WSDL. This allows clients and servers potentially implement in different languages like PHP or Java to interact reliably when without prior knowledge of each other's implementing details. So thanks to WSDL, so the automation tools can generate a client or a server side code just from the services under the service descriptions, under the service streamlining development and ensuring interoperabilities. What are the main anatomy of mail components of service exist means we have used different several elements like abstract and concrete or services and port type. So this is the WSL simple architecture overview. So in this updated key, so we have to define the why the service web services are going to important web designs. So in this case, so this is the different WSDL document structure. So in the structure into several key elements, each with unique role. So first one, types element, so defines the data structures used by the web services. So and it is leveraging the XML schema like XSD. For example, a WSDL document may describe a data type, a student ID as an XSD, and a student name as an XSS string, and string the name work for all transmitted data. The next one is a port type. It is act as an interface containing a set of related operations similar to class in object oriented and programming. So each operation is mapped to a message exchange and describes what actions the service provides. So next one is a binding. So it specifies how the operations described in the port type are transmitted over the network. So it is including the HTTPs and the SOAPs and etc. and the data formats. So next one is on services. So it is used to define the endpoint address, so where the actual services can be accessed, and combining binding with network locations like URL, like unified resource locators. Okay, so this is the WSDL document structure with one simple example. So here the document is organized in a hierarchical structure. The type sections appears first setting data definitions and the port type and execute with the contract of operations, and each of then specific the physical addresses of actual deployment. For example of PPTs mention that simple type structures for student data, and it is followed by the port type. So it is the grouping of operations and mapping to endpoints. So these type sections defines a data structure using XML schema. So we have a code example like student data and a student type, and it is why we are going to do using the student schema for the types. Okay. So this is the different port type and binding and service are used in this document structure. So before I said that what are the port type you are going to do and what are the binding going to do in a web designing, what are the services are going to do in a simple web design. The port type will related the different operations and similar to the classes and in the different object oriented programming. So binding we have to use different protocols like HTTP and the SOAP, and it is give the data formats. And the services, it is provide the different endpoint addresses when the actual services of the given format. Okay, so this is the simple example for a blueprint of web services. So suppose one customer want to take a money from ATM. The customer going to reach the ICICI ATM bank. The customer is actually in SBI customer. So here the customer going to request the ATM to take money from SBI server as well as SBI database. All the server and all the database are once correct means the user can take money from the ICICI ATM. So otherwise it cannot, because the each and every users tell about the servers, tell about the database, and tell about the pin numbers to the SBI server, the server is going to react to the users. So then only they are going to take the money from the users. Okay, so this is all about mind map of this session, so please refer that. So this is one simple activity actually I planned. So what are these activities going to give some outcome of how the critical thinkings are depends the understanding of WSDL and systems rules and best practices. So this is my references. Thank you.